Flavor Balls. This one has to be a joke. This one can't be real. Your name can't be Flavor Balls. And you're a woman. That is a school yearbook photo. She got made fun of her entire life. There is no way around it. You thought kids were mean. Junior high and high school kids are the worst. They 100% eviscerated that poor young woman every single day. What's good, y'all? Today we're going to be checking out real people with some of the most terrible names of all time. Let's get it. All right, first up, we appear to have an Apple Store receipt. I've also never known anyone that actually went to the Apple Store to buy Apple products. I've never seen an Apple Store in real life. Most human beings just go to the mall or like somewhere else to like buy, or like the Verizon store to buy their fucking iPhone and their iPhone products. But this person's name is Samsung. That has to be a troll because there's no way that's somebody's real name. Samsung, come on now. Mr. Perv's 5th grade. There's a teacher named, there's a teacher teaching 5th grade and his name's Mr. Perv. My mind just went back to 5th grade me. We were ruthless, we were relentless, and we would have had a field day in Mr. Perv's class. Even now, as a parent, yes, I have a son. If my son came home and was like, yeah, we learned this today at Mr. Perv's class, for a split second, I'd be like, what'd you say? What? I would have had to add an IS and make it Pervis. My name's not about to be Mr. Perv, bruh. Ain't no way. Sadman. Sadman. Is that how you would say that? Sadman? Sadman? Either way, that's kind of cool. Kind of fire. P-Enos. The P obviously stands for hopefully Peter or something like that, but that is a terrible name. Your parents did not think that through at all. Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon. What a great name. I would love to have that name. I wouldn't even hate it. Wouldn't even be mad at it. This man's name is Hitler Mussolini. How do you have two people from history's like, wait, what? We all know about Hitler, but is it Mussolini? I could be wrong here. I'm not a fucking history expert, so excuse me. But is it Mussolini also like a dictator? I know Mussolini is some kind of famous person throughout history, and for that to be your name. Is that a Brazilian flag back there? I don't speak Brazilian, but the bottom says Director of General de Policia. I know that's police. So we have Hitler Mussolini running the police station in Brazil. And next up, we got Dick Long. If anybody was born to be a corn star, it was this guy. And this is a yearbook photo from 1945. Were they even shooting yearbook photos in color in 1945? But what a legendary name. I'm pretty sure that he prefers to be called Richard, but you ain't slick, Dick. The whole school knows. There is so much going on in this one photo. We got Paul Tucock from the Stonewall Gay Rights Charity, and this aired on BBC Southeast today. We got Paul Tucock, gay rights, and BBC all in one image. Wow. Sorry, y'all. I just thought about Paul Tucock's gay rights, BBC. Even though I am a grown-ass man, I am still a child at heart and always will be, because how the fuck is that not funny? Mike Litteris. I don't even have to say anything. His name speaks for itself. Goated name. What is this? The Jewish Community Center, class of, what is that, 1951, 1961? I can't see from here. I'm blind as shit. But we got Miss Wiener and Miss Butt. Those are those even Jewish names? Like what? Miss Wiener and Miss Butt. That has to be a real photo. Cooking with Pooh. Saya De... I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. De Wong. Saya De Wong? Anyways, Cooking with Pooh. That is... I'm pretty sure that cookbook did not sell well. Oh, Lester, bro, that is in loving memory of my husband who slipped away from us August 11th, 2000 and... Oh, no. R.I.P. Mo Lester, bro. Major Dickie Head. Again, on the BBC channel. BBC Breakfast, we got Dickie Head. Salute to Dickie Head. I'm guessing he's a soldier. Dr. Wet Farts. What? There's no other way to say that. It's Wet Farts. Dr. Wet Farts. Jesus, yo, this one can't be real. This has to be fake. He looks like a really young version of Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot. If I had to take a guess, he's Spanish, and it's like Jesus Condom or something like that. Like, it can't just be Jesus Condom because there ain't no way. There really are some people out there with terrible last names, some of the worst last names of all time. And throughout your family's history, your whole entire lineage, no one thought like, hey, let's change this up. Let's add an extra letter. Let's put it into this and not ruin our family, future generations to come. Because kids are mean as shit. Again, I'm thinking back to like 4th grade, 5th grade me. We would have roasted the hell out of this kid. And yeah, I'm not proud of it. We would have hit him with joke after joke after joke. We probably would have made poor Jesus Condom cry. And from the public of Singapore, we got Batman bin Superman. Batman bin Superman. Yeah, I just did that. Anyways, we got a clinical neurology 2nd edition book written by Lord Brain. Yo, that name is fire. What's your name? Lord Brain? What? Come on now. I don't even know. I know it's her name. Can I even show this? Like what? Miss R word. Miss Ape with the R in front of it. And she's teaching kindergarten. That can't really be her name. Like there has to be a special way to pronounce it. Like Miss Rape or something. How does that even become someone's last name? You know, when she applied to teach at that school, they did more than a double take. They were like, am I reading this right? Is this a typo? They probably sat on her application for a second. They probably had meetings and talked about it. Like, do we hire her? She really must have been qualified because if I was I don't know who does the hirings at school, the fucking school board director or the principal or whatever, but I would have been like, yeah, like the kids probably aren't going to notice because why do kindergartners need to know what that word means? But the parents though. We got FU. I wonder what... This man's name is really FU. I wonder what the F stands for and why are y'all not putting their full name underneath it? Every yearbook I had, they put our first and last names in there. They'd never hyphened it or nothing because probably shit like this would happen. Yo, look how he's posing with that clarinet. I believe that's a clarinet. This picture actually is kind of hard from the name to the pose to the fucking band outfit. You know what? Add this guy to the blunt rotation. Wait a minute. I'm just looking for the name because I'm not reading all this. Dr. Shit Fun Chu. She's a scientist? Dr. Shit Fun Chu. Yo, fire. I actually fuck with that name. Cash Register. Exonerated. I don't even know what exonerated means, but this man's name is Cash Register. Like, how do you do this? Like, why would you name your kid this? His parents had to have been playing a joke on him. Like, the first name, Cash with a K. That's cool. I've met a couple Cashes in my life, but I've never met a Cash Register. I can imagine the dad was probably smoking a blunt, rubbing his wife's belly and be like, you know, it'd be funny if we name him Cash Register. Because other than that, how do you not notice that, like, wow, we're about to give our child a fucking terrible name? A Taste of Dick Black. This man, we got an accordion player named Dick Black. I'm gonna have to listen to some of his music and see if it's hard. See if he be going off on the accordion. Chu Kok Long, bro. Okay, for like the Asian names and the foreign names, you can't really, like, they don't look at it like that at all whatsoever. So you can't really fault them for it. That's just their culture. Crystal Methvin? Your name is Crystal Methvin. Sold kitten to plaintiffs. That probably ain't the only thing she sold to the plaintiffs. Crystal. That's, yo, again, your parents did not think twice before naming you. Robert... That's another one that is like terrible. And there's a lot of people out there with that last name. It's more common than you would realize, but like, how does it happen? How do you even get that as a last name? If that was my last name, I would have to pull a Joe Dirt and add an E to the end of it because I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going through life dealing with that. Yeah, Joe Dirte, Robert Fagote or something like that. Dr. B.J. Harddick? What does the B and J stand for? Because if not, your name's Blowjob Harddick. Dick... And he's got nameplates. Look at the gold one. He got it in all gold too. He's proud of that name. Bro, what? Lieutenant Les McBurney. Oh, that's funny. He's a firefighter. Les McBurney. Yeah, that's great. That's funny. Wait a minute. What? A Hawaii resident. Voice of Janice. Is that a typo? But then again, I could see that being a real Hawaiian woman's name. Janice Kahinakanakonawa. Bro, I'm not even gonna do it. It's gonna sound racist as hell if I say it. Willie Stroker. I don't know. Will he not? Does he got it up? There's so many variables involved. I don't know. McDonald Burger. They did it on purpose. They knew what they were doing. And with a name like that, I hope McDonald's gave them free food for life. They deserve it. Because that's a once in a lifetime thing right there. What is this? Estico Lord Voldemort. Somebody named their kid Lord Voldemort. That's kind of cool. Jack Daniels from Chile. Okay, Christian guy. Christian guy. That's how you're supposed to say it, but you have to say it as one word, like Christian guy. It's supposed to be Christian guy, but it's Christian guy. Tokyo Sex Whale. That's actually for a black man, that's a fire name. Also, a great corn star name. What's your name? Tokyo Sex Whale? Bro, what? Dick Sweat. He's a former why is it always a congressman or a political person? I'm not surprised. Anna L. That is her holding it. Oh wow. Her job did her dirty, bruh. Pun intended. Crystal Metheny. Wow, I wonder what she got arrested for. And I wonder if you smoke methamphetamines. Whoa, we got a PDF offender arrested, charged with failing to report Mr. Love. Wow, what are the odds, bro? That, like, again, that's a once in a lifetime thing right there. Crystal Ball. That one's not bad. That's a normal name. I mean, I get Crystal Ball, like, Crystal Ball, tell the future, but that's kind of normal. Dick Ass Man is here. He's Canadian. Dick Ass Man. Dick Smalley I mean, we're seeing it as Dick Smalley, but I'm pretty sure it's like Dick Smalley or something. He's probably Irish. Congratulations to Dick Cock, well-known orchard grower and traveler of Sarnia, Ontario, on the occasion of his 90th birthday. If I had to take a bet on it, I would say blood is no longer flowing through Dick Cock. RIP to Dick Cock, goated name. Dick Paradise is a retired American ice hockey player who played 144 games in the World Hockey Association for the Minnesota Fighting Saints between 1972 and 1974. 2 tickets to paradise. Pack your balls, let's leave tonight. I'm retarded. Trustee Mike Weiner and Justice Thea Beaver. Weiner and Beaver. And also, as a grown man and as a grown woman going up against each other in some kind of election, there's no way you don't notice that. Vote for Weiner or vote for Beaver. I don't vote at all, so I don't complain when shit's going on in the world, but if I had to cast my vote for Weiner or Beaver, I'm voting for Beaver. We got another offender, and this one's name is Tyrannosaurus Rex Mullins. Bro, your name goes hard and you chose to be an offender? You got one of the coolest names ever. That's probably gonna be one of the coolest names in this entire video, but it sucks because it went to a fucking offender. Even if you take out the Tyrannosaurus, he still has a hard name. Rex Mullins? Rex Mullins sounds like the name of a white NBA player from like 1992. General Arse Biscuits. Arse Baguettes. Ass Biscuits. General Ass Biscuits. Dick Power. A lot of old white guys are just gonna be named Dick. It is what it is. They weren't laughing at that name. That is a very common name back then. I would prefer Richard Power, but you know. Flavor Balls. This one has to be a joke. This one can't be real. Your name can't be Flavor Balls. And you're a woman. That is a school yearbook photo. She got made fun of her entire life. There is no way around it. You thought kids were mean. Junior high and high school kids are the worst. They 100% eviscerated that poor young woman every single day. I'm about to admit something to y'all, and I'm not proud of it at all. It makes me a douchebag, 100%. I have this memory stored in my brain from when I was like in kindergarten or first grade. So this is like baby Winn, essentially. I went to school with a girl named Ivy. I don't even remember her last name. It doesn't even matter. But because her name was Ivy, I used to always be like, oh, poison ivy. Ha ha. Oh, get away from me. Don't touch me. You're going to make me all itchy. All that shit. I made her cry one day. Like that. It was that bad to where I got called to principal's office. My mom got called. All that shit. I got my ass beat. And rightfully so. I deserved every bit of that punishment. But like, yo, that was like in kindergarten and first grade. And I already knew I'm going to roast you because your name's Ivy. And it happened at lunch too. Like she didn't even get to finish her lunch. I was going in so hard. Me and my kindergarten homies was just going in so hard at the lunch table. She got up crying in front of the whole lunchroom. Mid-lunch, probably burger, fries, chicken strips. Didn't even get to enjoy it. Didn't get to finish it. And walked off because me and my kindergarten homies, being badass little kids, was roasting her so bad. So if you're out there, Ivy, I don't know your last name. I wouldn't say it anyways. If I did, I wouldn't put you out there and dox you like that, but I am. I'm sorry. Dick Seaman. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Oh my god, look at class of 1969. I almost didn't catch that. Dick Seaman. But of course, we're going to say seaman. No one's going to take the time to, like, seaman. We're not going to say it like that. Your name is Dick Seaman. Gay sailor. She is the Jackson Women's Club president. I've heard of a of a man's name being gay. There's gay. Yo, who names their kid Guy also? All right, hold on. Funny names aside, there's actually a lot of terrible names out there. Why would you name your kid Guy? All right, I'm about to name off a few terrible male names and some terrible women names. I'm not going to get them all, but if you know of any other terrible, like, just names that suck, they're not funny. These are like normal everyday names, but they just suck. Like, you couldn't name your kid nothing else. Anything like Bob, Bill, Joe, Tim, Tom, all that shit, it's terrible. It's awful. How do you carry a baby for 9 months, give birth? You and your man are looking at it, and it's like, oh, we're going to name him Bob. That's no effort. If you name your child Bob, you don't love your child. Like Ralph. Who names their kid Ralph? That's too close to, like, barfing. Like, I think of vomit when I hear the name Ralph. And for women names, you got, like, Margaret, Margot, Barbara, Gretchen. What kind of name is Gretchen? I could sit up here and pull up a list and get the naming off the most terrible names ever, but we would be here for a while, and we still got a lot of terrible names to look at. So if you know of any other terrible names that I missed, which I missed a lot, but if your name is any of those names that I said, like, yo, your name sucks. BJ Cobbledick? Is that what that says? Yo, BJ Gobbles Dick. I know. Ain't no way, bro. That's terrible. That's awful. Dick Champion rises at 5 a.m. every morning. I bet he does. That is a fire name. Dick Champion, Reed College, Serious Bonner. I'm pretty sure it's Bonner, but it's Serious Boner. Multicultural recruitment. Okay. We got BJ Worthy, and you know they getting prank phone calls every single day. 201 art class, Mr. Butt. Yep, he gets it too. If you work at a school, you're getting made fun of. Dr. Pornsack. You can't say it any other way. Like, how else are you going to pronounce that? Oh, it's a clinic and rooms for rent. Knight Jedi. Oh, a Jedi Knight. Fire. And he actually does look like a young Luke Skywalker. How convenient. What names am I looking for here? Oh, the very last one. What flag is that? I don't even recognize that flag. What country is that from? What? Okay, we got, wow, I don't know what is ESP stand. Anyways, okay, we got Poland, we got USA. I assume that's Albania. What the fuck is ESP? Espanol? And then we got SEY, whatever country. Like I said, that flag and those abbreviations, I'm getting a blank. I don't even know where that could be, but his name is Gaylord Silly. Silly Gaylord, you. Your driver is Anas Ramar. I mean, I see what you're going for there, but that's not so bad. It sounds like a normal foreign name. Beautiful Existence. That's not her legal name. Wait, yes, that is her legal name. They put it in parentheses. Oh, okay, but she would be from Seattle. That just sounds like the name of a woman from Seattle. Beautiful Existence. Her parents actually loved her. I'll give them that. They tried. Jack Goff. Oh, the top five. The top five. Jack Goff. Oh, great name. Ben Dover. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. That it couldn't be me. I would have to legally change my name. From another one from the Republic de Chile. Hashtag follow. Is that the name on the? What are we doing giving a baby an ID? Hashtag follow. Or is her first name Contreras Sepulveda? Yo, I sound like I sound like the most racist, dumb white guy ever pronouncing names from other countries. I swear. I swear. I'm not racist at all. I'm just really bad at pronouncing names. I even butcher American names. I've just never been able to pronounce names good. Dr. Joel Rolo Coaster. Rolo Coaster. Dr. Joel Rolo Coaster. It's probably Coster, but yo, that's funny. That's great. And Fook and his vehicle operations license. Again, the ones from like other countries, they don't even look at it like that. That's literally just that man's name. Deja vu. Or deja vu. I think that's how you would say that. Deja vu. Another yearbook photo. So she probably got made fun of in school for show. Okay, hold on. NDP supporter. Pterodactyl. Goated name. That's fire. Mr. Sackrider. Bruh, what? That is a crazy name. Sackrider. Yo, what is up with the Chilean children IDs? So it's like the top name, the parent, because if it is, his name would be Shakespeare Mozart Armstrong. They just chose the last names of 3 famous people throughout history and named their Chilean son that. Dick Burger, appliance specialist. I bet he is. Yoshi Takashita? I'm pretty sure it's Takashita. I think I got that one right. I didn't sound racist that time. What am I supposed to be looking for here? Peeling, penis breath. Your last penis breath. Your last name is literally penis breath. How else are you pronouncing that? Destiny Hooker. Hooker is a common last name. As a woman, that's an awful last name. Oh, wow. I mean, I just had a joke pop into my head and I gotta say it because it's just too damn good. Destiny sounds like the name of an actual hooker. Your name is Jurassic Park? At first I thought, like, what in the LimeWire is this? Your name is Jurassic Park. Is there any other funny names on there? What am I even looking at? You know what? Dick Trickle. Legendary Dick Trickle. Who does it? I think he's a NASCAR racer if I'm not mistaken. I've definitely heard of Dick Trickle before. Lancelot Super Sad. What did he get arrested for? Because that looks like a mugshot. Wow. Yeah, bro, because what? And his face says it all. Oh no, that's my name. Chubby Cox. The Philadelphia Kings. He was probably nice with it too. Imagine getting dunked on by Chubby Cox. Speed Weed. That one's actually kind of cool. My guess would be that's an error or a typo, but I don't know. And then also, every time I see Ice-T in Law & Order, I think of that one episode where that one dude's like, I like to have relationships with women and sex with men. And then Ice-T's just like, I got news for you. That means you're gay. One of the most absurd episodes. And it's super serious, but yo, his delivery is so funny. Bud Light, a Lake Norman resident. I bet you Bud be sipping Bud by the lake. Why are they always why are all these dudes drivers, like taxi drivers in New York? He doesn't even know what his name means to us at all. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. That didn't, okay. Cherries, Waffles, Tennis. Wait, what? Cherries, Waffles, Tennis. Who named this torta that? Because what the fuck? Anyways, Hambadmi? Wait, what? Chef Fook that bitch. Oh, I was having trouble there. I sounded like I was having a stroke. Chef Fook that bitch. Like, there's no other way to say that. Dick Colin, co-founder, the White House Boys. What kind of rap? What? That sounds like a rap group. That really does. That sounds like a rap group name for like just some old white dudes that be spitting bars. Sparkle Titsworth. That sounds like a name you would give your cat. This woman's name is Oral? Is that her? It has to be her last name. There has to, like, you went on, what show is that? The Price is Right. I think that's The Price is Right. Yeah, and that's all gum. That's all gums. That's what that is. Dr. Will Tickle, chiropractor. I bet he will. That is unfortunate. Bear Trap, the Idaho Steelheads. That's got to be a hockey team. Chew Cock. Didn't we already see him? I've seen Chew and I've seen Cock. Not like that. Their names. Cookie Facey, Cookie Fossey. That one's not bad. Kind of normal. Charity Beaver, age 24, personal trainer. I'm not about to read all that, but hey now, Long Wang. You know what? At 100, we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna end it on Long Wang. We're gonna continue this. Make sure y'all like this video so I know that you want part 2, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed, and go ahead and drop Long Wang down in the comments. That way I know you made it this far, and that way I know to go ahead and do part 2.